na nĩ mĩeri na ndandĩhĩte. Ana 2019 kaisha tukaingia 2020. Huyu mtoto.
Hello everybody. Welcome to Baraka Reality Media. My name is Sharon, aka Baraka. I'm not going to be talking much on the intro today because you have already seen those images that I just ran before coming on. And for those of you who may not be aware, these are images that have been going on in the Kenya media following the gruesome murder of a young 3-year-old boy, the son of Maureen Njoki. And before I carry on, I just want to give credit to Medaya Kagoni, Monica Kagoni, who aired this interview with Maureen. It was initially aired at Medaya Kagoni, and subsequently it was also aired by Lynn Ngugi in her Tales of Wanjiko show. So I do want to give credit. It is very, very distressing to watch. Very distressing to watch and see a mother cry because of the death of her baby under the arms of someone that she thought was a friend. Phyllis Njeri is the killer, and I know you are not guilty until you're proven guilty by the court of law. But for those of you who have listened to this story in the social media, it is clear, very clear, that this child's life was taken away by Phyllis Njeri and her boyfriend. And I just want to talk about child protection. What is the law of child protection in Kenya when such things happen? Who is responsible? There have been a lot of failures. These images have now been going on social media because we all need to seek for justice for Davie, a little 3-year-old boy whose life was taken away in such a gruesome murder by a human being. The way that murder was described, you would wonder if that is an animal or a human being. I have listened to very difficult child protection cases, but this one is by far the worst I have ever seen any human being can do to a child. And you can see how this mother is wailing in pain, and to know that Phyllis Njeri is still at large, still not arrested, it worries me. It really worries me. How many others have gone under the carpet, not known. If Maureen would not have come out on social media to air this story, we'll probably never have known. Davie would have been buried and forgotten, probably like many other children who have gone the same way. But their mothers or their fathers have not had the courage that Maureen did to come out and air that story. And it's time that we address child protection issues. Who is responsible for a child? Is it just the parents? No. The responsibility for a child is on everybody. Everyone has a duty to protect a child, because a child cannot protect themselves. A child is innocent. A child looks up to the adults for protection. But all the adults in this child's life who were supposed to protect him failed, significantly failed, one after the other, starting with the birth family. The grandparent, I don't know them, I don't know these people, but they are significant failures to protect that child. The minute that you kicked those children out because you wanted money so much over protecting those children is the minute you failed. Saying that you're not going to raise that child just because you have raised Maureen is not good enough. When a child is born into a family, it becomes the responsibility of all. And if you fail on that responsibility, then the law should take action. I really do not care that the family, the grandmother, the aunties, were saying that they cannot see this grandmother raise these children just because she raised Maureen, and therefore she's not going to raise her own children. What stupidity is that? What kind of nonsense is that? Where is the responsibility for the children that are born? Innocent children. They do not ask to be born. They are innocent. So the first responsibility should have been with this family. They failed. And this mother was doing everything, going out of the country. Maureen had left Kenya to go and seek green pastures to support her two lovely children. That is the best a mother can do when you are down to nothing, especially for her that she didn't have a stable relationship. She did everything to provide for these children, even if it meant going out of the country to find employment and feed the children. She did that. It is sickening to know that a friend that agreed to look after these children in the name of Phyllis Njeri abused these children. The significance of this abuse is nothing I have ever had, nothing I have ever had in all my career life. Injecting these children with God knows what she was injecting them with. There's evidence. She showed the pictures of where the injection was going through. Drawing blood out of a child to drink. That's demonic. That is satanism. Inserting a tattoo on a child. It is illegal. I don't know the rules in Kenya, but in the UK it is illegal to insert a tattoo under anyone under the age of 18. These kids are not even 10, for goodness sake. And they already put tattoos on their bodies. How do you put tattoo on a child who's not even 10 years and get away with that? How? Where is the law in Kenya? She beat this child to death and then covered it by taking the child to the mortuary. And I question, who received the body? Do you not need a police report when you take a body that has no explanation? This child did not die in a hospital. even take a body to a mortuary and it is accepted when there is no police report? I do not understand. I cannot understand that. Did this child go to the ward? And if it went to the ward, is there no security in Kenya? She left even her number. She left her number when she registered this death. There's so many questions. So many questions. And right now, Kenya, the world is watching you. We are all watching you. How this case is going to be handled. How those who need to be brought to justice are going to be brought to justice. How big is Kenya that right now Phyllis cannot even be found? How big is Kenya? What are the networks that the police use to trace those that they need to trace? Is it down to the public to go and look for Phyllis? A murderer is out there after she has killed an innocent child and she is roaming free in the streets of Nairobi? How? I cannot understand. Are there no phone trackers? Are there no CCTVs? I see cameras all over. When I've been in Kenya, I have seen cameras all over. Are they not able to track the movement from the day they went to the mortuary? Are there no CCTVs to track those movements? Are there no mobile facilities that can trace where she is? Does she not have friends? How come there were women that contacted the mother in Saudi Arabia and told her that Davie is dead, yet they cannot trace the murderer? Where did they get a picture of this young boy? Because the picture that was produced was not a picture of a dead child. It was a picture of Davie when he was still alive that was posted in some social media platform asking if anybody knows him. Where did they get that picture from? Who are they? Who are her friends? Who is her family? At this point, then they need to arrest all the family members until they produce her. And the boyfriend. Serious questions need to be asked about this Mama Lucy mortuary and the hospital. Those are serious failures. The police asking for money, asking for a bribe so that they can do their job. Oh my God. Where is the law in Kenya? Every time I have watched these clips of this woman crying and wailing for her child, it disturbs my peace, and I'm sure it disturbs the peace of many out there. As a mother, I feel restless watching this mother crying for help, and help is nowhere. The caretaker asking another child to go and clean the blood of the dead child. What is that? Did she have anything to do with it? Why would you ask a child to go and clean the blood of a dead brother and it is supposed to be okay? Where is the protection of children in Kenya? You don't need to be a professional to know that there was serious abuse that was going on here. She herself said that she had so many times this child being beaten. What action did the caretaker take to report that abuse? Child protection is a duty of everyone, not just the parents. If you hear someone is beating a child like that, then you report it. You take the right steps and you report it to the police. Well, I guess in Kenya, reporting to the police is useless because they'll still ask for bribery. That is what we are hearing, which is a shame. We demand a child protection inquiry that will look into all the aspects of this case and bring justice to little Davie. May his soul rest in peace. But may those who are wandering in the face of this earth that have committed this crime never have peace. May they never have peace. And may God punish them. There is nothing as painful as being punished by God. And I hope they get punished by God. That child died a very painful death. No child deserves to die like that. Not even an animal, leave alone a human being. Even an animal does not deserve to die the way that child died. And if they are devil worshippers, then they are prayerful people in Kenya. Arrest them in prayers. They will not go far. Arrest them in prayers. It's possible. Kenya, if they need help from outside world to investigate this case, then they need to ask for help. I don't believe Kenya is so big that one woman murderer and her boyfriend are still roaming free whilst a child has been killed and it is supposed to be okay. It does not need to take somebody coming out on social media to cry for help when there is a law that can protect our children. And no mother needs to go through that pain because of her children. No mother at all. And it's the length that it is taking to find the culprits. Until she came out on social media, the authorities already knew. They knew about this case. What have they done about it? It is only now that it has been out in the social media that we are all crying, we are all shouting. What were they doing behind the scenes? Hiding. I'm choking with anger. And I'm choking with bitterness, because if that could have been my own child, I would be feeling the same way Maureen Njoki felt when she saw that boy lying dead in the mortuary, and the act that was done on him by a fellow friend. That's not a friend. That's a devil. We want justice, and we will not rest until we get justice. As for little Davie, rest with the angels. As for you, Maureen, I pray that you find peace in your heart. It's going to take a long time to heal, but time is a healer of wounds. For the best counselors out there, reach out. Walk the journey with Maureen and Peter, the other boy. He witnessed gruesome death of his brother. That is very traumatic for any child. It can lead to post-traumatic depression. That boy needs help. It may look like he's walking normally, but believe you me, this has changed that boy's life for the rest of his life. And it is something that can affect him into adulthood. So for all those professionals that are in Kenya that are trained counselors, walk the journey with Maureen and Peter. Help them to heal. Let the best counselors come out there and help them to heal. Because unless they heal, this is going to have significant effect for the rest of their life. For those of you who are prayerful, pray for this family. Hold hands and pray for her. The same way you prayed for Virginia Kamotho, let the whole country now pray again, and justice will prevail. Baraka.